We got clouds moving in and rain in the distance. Are we gonna get a monsoon thunderstorm? I just wanted to make sure that the pond is all set up to catch the rain. What's going on, everyone? I'm Brandon, and this is the Greening the Desert project. This cloud development up here, and we've got some rain falling in the distance there, and we got all these clouds coming at us this way. So we've got a lot of this starting to develop. There's already rain coming down, so we'll see if anything makes it over towards us, but I think at least we are ready to catch the rain, except for this corner. Let me fix that. And we'll find some rocks to weigh it down too. These clouds are moving. These clouds are moving this way, trying to connect up with it. The wind's blowing our way, we'll see. Still got clouds just building up above us. And there's a little bit coming down over here. Yeah, the clouds have just been building up all day.
I'm sure they're real leery of that.
We've been waiting and watching to see if any rain's gonna come. It looks like it's gonna form and then it breaks apart. But now, finally we might get something. It's just been drizzling, hasn't come down too hard yet. It's just raining enough that I want to try and finish getting the rest of the billboard up to cover the structure here. It's just slightly drizzling at this point, and the wind's calmed down a bit, so it just made it a bit easier to get the vinyl tarp up and hopefully capture some rainwater in the basin and protect the structure from any water damage.
That's what you get.
It's looking pretty cool in here, having both of those billboard vinyls up and seeing a little bit more of how everything is enclosed and a little less echo. The The big deal with the billboard vinyl is we want to make sure that for the most part, we're covering a lot of our exposed wood and our posts inside of the gabion basket and then also inside, because we just don't want any heavy moisture penetrating or kind of sitting for the post to soak up any water or anything like that. So we don't want to fully enclose the whole structure, because if we covered up the backside, then we pretty much start creating a big wind sail. So you can see we've got it open on the back so we can keep the airflow kind of going and a little less flapping with the vinyl. And then that way it doesn't parachute and start kind of ripping everything off or anything like that. Even though we're not completely finished, it's still starting to feel a little bit more enclosed. All right, we're here early in the morning and we had all that drizzle that probably stopped around 10, 11 o'clock maybe, I think. And it was kind of drizzly off and on. But over last night, if I can focus, we got, what did we get? 0.2 of an inch. We were able to catch a little bit of the rain from last night. You can see it gathered up a little bit. And that was just with how the roof, and this is just how with the vinyl is. Obviously, this isn't going to be a permanent feature, nor is this going to go through probably the heavier rains. We'll get this thing adjusted, and I'm actually going to try and push forward on getting a lot more of this framing done so that at least there's a bit more support for when we do have to relay the vinyl tarp. And so it's hopefully with getting the framing and kind of with the rains coming, we'll at least make it so instead of all this, instead of all the vinyl tarp dropping down and sagging like it is because it's obviously filling up with rain. But once we get the framing up a little bit more so with the beams, then more of the water will actually start sliding off like it's a regular roof and such. So that's kind of the point I want to at least get to. So we've got a few more wood pieces to cut, and then we're going to need some more beams. But the woodworking is kind of actually going a lot quicker. Let's go over to the rainwater basin. We'll see how much we got in that. Nice. That's not too bad. Got a little bit in there. We were able to gather up a little water. So even though we have the vinyl covering over top on our makeshift roof here, we're actually going to still continue trying to piece together a lot of the framing. I'll have to just roll back the vinyl as I do a lot of the posts and the T-tops for the posts. That electric Ryobi saw, that thing is a game changer. I'm gonna use that thing probably the most out of all of that stuff. I want to give a special thanks to my sister that had sent us a few of the items on our Greening the Desert Amazon wish list. So really appreciate that. So thank you, Maya. We're gonna make good use of all those things. Also want to send a thank you to our Green Guardian, Patreon, and YouTube members. Really appreciate your guys' ongoing support in this Greening the Desert project. And so if you want to support the channel and the Greening the Desert project, you can join our YouTube or our Patreon membership for insights, behind the scenes footage. But you can also go to our Amazon wish list for the tools and items needed for the Greening the Desert project. And we appreciate everyone else that watches the channel and follows along on this journey with us. Way nicer to work in the shade. Definitely be able to get a little bit more work done during the day. Look like she might be ready to go again today. Starting to sprinkle. That was it. So we'll see if any of these clouds come over us, but we're just gonna keep on working. Clouds look like they're always coming towards us a little bit. The wind changes, then it moves away. Looks like it's coming back to us, then it moves away again. We'll see how long we play this game for. And a real special thank you to my life partner, Nika. That's her right there. Without her help, a lot of this would not be possible right now. So I definitely want to give her a good personal thank you for the hard work that she does around the homestead and all of the artistic spin that she takes on with doing our divider wall and all of the mudding and putting her little touch on a little bit of everything on this build and the homestead in general. So thank you very much, Nika. Chun. Chun. We've got all of our T-tops done, and so now it's a little bit of the debate because some of the posts that I have for spanning in between the different posts, I actually have those sitting up weighing down the vinyl up top, so it's a little bit of a debate on should I use some of those and start getting more of the framing done, or maybe I should get some new posts and save the ones that are weighing it down, or just find something else to weigh all that down while I start taking posts out, basically. I've got kind of mixed feelings, but I think we'll end up just finding some more posts because we're gonna need more posts regardless, so might as well get more of those, and we'll maybe use some of the ones that are holding down the vinyl tarp, and we'll just maybe try to find a dead branch or something heavy at least to help weigh a lot of this stuff down. I had to stop what I was doing. I was getting nice cool rushes of air. Clouds are moving overhead. Looks like this cloud's actually gonna hit us.